Bitch, I'm back. Bazda's back with an all new video. This is scripted Bazda coming at you. Anyway, I noticed that my first video got over 1,000 views, which was really surprising and makes me really happy that so many people watched it and seemed to like it. So I decided to make another video for you guys. So we're gonna learn a thing or two about sound design in FL Studio using Citrus. So without further ado, let's take a look at what unscripted Bazda was doing. And yeah, it's, you know, you have to broaden your horizons a bit with this shit. So I'm gonna go ahead and open up Citrus. As you can see, this is like a really cool synth tool. So we have multiple operators and shit. I'm gonna get into all of this, what it means. But for right now, all you gotta know is we're gonna go to presets and we're gonna pick the default preset. So it's just gonna sound like a basic sine wave. This is it. So yeah, it sounds really basic, sounds kind of bad actually. And what we're playing right now is the first operator. So what is an operator? An operator is basically just the output of a sound, and you control the output using this operator, and you have like multiple parameters that we're gonna check out. So you know, you have panning, volume, modulation, pitch, phase, damping, and oscillator. And each one of these 6 operators you know, has the same parameters that we can choose and switch up. And here on the right on this grid, this is like a control panel for your operators. This is where you turn them on and off. So if I'd want to turn on the second operator, I would go to this out. Is it a column or is it it's a column, right? So I would turn this on as well, so you can hear the difference. So you know, I can also turn this one off. Sorry about that. It's gonna be a little ear rapey. So yeah, this is just turning it on and off. Then we also have effects and shit. So let's just get into it without me going off on too much of a tangent. First operator. Now, I always start in the volume section. This is like where you control what your sound is going to sound like when you press any of the keys. So over here, this box, if you turn it on, now it's gonna actually take into consideration this envelope. It's actually gonna play the sound through this envelope. So now if I try to play it, so we control the attack. This is the attack section, this is the decay and sustain section, you know, and this is the, I mean, this is the sustain right here, and this is the release. So the attack means like when I press the button, how much time it's gonna take for the sound to go to full volume, and the path it takes to get to full volume. So if I put it like more here to the beginning, it's gonna load up faster, you know, to the maximum volume that we set. You can also curve it, so it's gonna sound more like a key, and this is gonna sound like more of a, I don't know, pluck or something. I don't know. Decide like which type of sound you want to make. If you want to make like a pad, you know, a slow rising sort of pad, I would do something like this. Then lower the attack down, because we want it to reach the full volume at the sustain, you know, so you can hear what's, so it's getting louder and louder, right? If you can hear that. If we move this sustain like from left to right, if I move it more to the right, it's gonna take longer for it to reach the full volume, as you can see. Okay, so when you have this, I'm gonna actually, yeah, the release. I'm gonna release it a little bit more. Okay, so now we're gonna go to the main section. It looks a little bit different than the operator sections, but it's nothing complicated. We have filters here and the volume and like a couple of controls, the modulation control, which we're gonna get into. Then we have a EQ. I generally like just leave it off. You know, if we have a really distorted like sound, if it's clipping or shit, it makes sense to EQ it in here. And this is like I'll show you. It's like a chorus thing. It's not really a chorus thing. So now you have more voices. This with the order, you actually control like the voices. Now let's get back to our operator. We're gonna do a couple of things to this sound because right now it sounds kind of lame, you know. Over here you see all these fucking sliders. There's like 5 of them, 6, I can't count. And moving them around changes the wave shape of the sound you're going to make. So right now it's just like a basic sine wave. If we move it up, it's becoming a triangle wave, you know, triangle. And now it's like a square. Switch up the wave shape. So I'm gonna do something like this is just an example, you know. I can do something like this. Sound a little bit more interesting. We're gonna go to the pitch section, and instead of controlling the envelope of the pitch, which I could also show you what it does. So this means if you leave the pitch like this, you know, middle section right here, it's just gonna be the normal fucking sound. But you know, if you move it up or down from the middle line, it's gonna pitch it up or pitch it down. So, or we're gonna leave it alone. We're gonna go to the LFO section. Now, an LFO or a low frequency oscillator, if you don't know what it is a really cool tool, which is used not only like for sound design, but you can also use it on your effects, on the volume of your tracks, a lot of things. We actually moved this yellow dot, but to make it easier for us, we're gonna turn on the snap. So it snaps according to the tempo, which you also have to turn on tempo right here. Okay, so first things first, let's move this shit to the left. So the LFO actually starts, you know, from the top and ends at the top. And what does it sound like right now? Sounds super fucking weird, right? So we're gonna speed it up a little bit more. Still sounds weird, but we're gonna this pitch envelope knob, we're gonna turn it down to like the range from 10 cents to 100 cents is ideal. I think it's yeah, depending on how wobbly you want the sound. So about 60 cents was really cool sounding. It's sort of like a creepy 8-bit sounding thing that you can use in a lot of different like music situations. Oh, also with the LFO, if you move this shit up and down, you control the amount. So if I do it like this, it's a lot worse than before. We're skipping over this part because I'm stupid and I forgot to record, so I don't have the recording. I was showing how to do filters in Citrus. Yeah. Yeah, it's still too much. Yeah, so like this, I guess. So. And like I said, you can link like any parameter that has the option to the mod X and mod Y. Check out the FX section too. So here's the chorus. You can turn it off. Or turn it on, like, doesn't really matter. It's like a stock basic chorus, you know. Over here we have delays that are built in. You know, you link them to the tempo, and you have the feedback and the time and the blah blah. It's just standard stuff, really. If you want the FX to work, you also have to like turn them on in the matrix. You know, the grid, the matrix. So yeah, let's say we want to turn on the reverb. You know, you can and you can control these different parameters of the reverb. So yeah, once we're done, you know, with this, you know, it's a pretty awful sounding synth, but we can save this preset. Just go here, save preset as. Let's name it like crappy synth, and we save it to the default folder. And now if we want to go to presets, you're gonna see we have crappy synth right here. So now we're gonna make a new sound, which is pretty popular for all you funk makers out there, for all you drift funk makers out there. I mean, I think you're doing heresy to the genre, but let's learn how to do a cowbell. So, after realizing I have no idea how to make a cowbell anymore, I had to load up some of my old presets from my old PC. And luckily enough, I made a cowbell by myself on the old PC. So here we go. It looks like this. So we don't have any unison on, nothing, really nothing special. Just the first operator is out, no effects, no filters, no nothing. This is what the volume envelope looks like. So we have like a direct attack. We could yeah, the main thing is the frequency. You have to turn it down to 1.0. And also I had to mess around with the wave shape. So like, let me show you. So I had to move this one like a bit up, and this one a bit up, and this one a bit up. And now the sine shaper is the important thing here. But yeah, this is it. This is like a little bit different cowbell from the traditional one, but I think that's great because I'm tired of hearing the same old default cowbell that all of you get from the same fucking drum pack. So yeah, why not make your own? There's so many other types of sound we can make. Let's see what we have. You can also make drums, like you can also make drums. As you can see, I had to turn on filters, 3 of them actually. One high pass, one low pass, and another low pass. They're all on. They're all modulating the first operator. The shape is just this, you know. I deleted the decay and the sustain. You can do it by right clicking on any of the dots and, you know, ticking this on or off. And the important thing here is you gotta turn on the white noise. If I turn it off, it's a weird sounding thing, but turning it on, we have this really shitty sounding hat. More or less, you know, it's different strings, you know. You can do anything you want, any sound you want to create, you can create it using Citrus. I wanna show you the bells also because yeah, if you want like a more glassy sounding bell thing, you go to the operator and then the oscillator section. This with the oscillator section, you're basically, this is like a keyboard, I guess. These are like different semitones and shit, or harmonies. Actually, I don't know. I don't know my music theory. I don't know what it's actually called. I'm just trying to make it make sense. So as you can see, there are some of these lines are darker than the others. So if I go ahead and turn one of them on, not all of them, just like one. You hear that? It's giving it a glassy sound if I turn it on. So this is the normal sounding one, and if I add a little bit of glassiness, you can go all the way. You can also like do one on not the darkened lines. That actually sounds really cool. It sounds better than before. And you can turn more of them on and off. And the more you turn on, like the more you're gonna do. That actually sounds pretty good as well. This is Scripted Bazda again. We reached the end of the video, so I'd like to thank you for watching, sticking to the end. This was a bit of a different video than usual, a longer video. I'd like to take this outro section as an opportunity, to thank you again for getting my first video to 1,000 views. I'm really happy about that. I'm really proud. I would also like to ask you to comment if you have any of your thoughts to share, any suggestions, any requests, maybe even pointing out mistakes that I make, because I'm definitely not a professional. I have no actual formal training. I have a little bit of informal training, but not on FL. So any comments that point out some basic or not even basic mistakes that I'm making, that would be really appreciated, because I'm here to learn as well. I'm trying to spread my knowledge, but I also love to learn. So yeah, thanks everybody for watching. See you next time.